Okay. Hey, nice to be here today on the May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, the day of my birth. And here we are. Um, so there's some stuff because, I was previously, on YouTube, yeah, and on Twitch, and, doing both of those, but I've got to pick like one or the other right here in the beginning and stick to it. And I think that if I'm going to pick YouTube or Twitch, I'd rather pick Twitch, for starting and eventually, start putting some content onto YouTube. But definitely starting off with Twitch. And so, yeah. So, here's what we're going to do. There were some videos that I came across. Last night, yesterday, and today. And what I want to do is I want to, go over that stuff and talk about how crazy that is, and then get into some other stuff, right? Dave Chappelle getting attacked on stage, pretty insane, right? Everybody is, linking the ideology that, basically it's a trickle-down effect from what happened and what Will Smith started, whenever he walked on stage and smacked madness out of when Will Smith walked on stage and smacked madness out of Chris Rock, and then next thing you know, you start, and nothing apparently happened, in the public for that. And then, you have a situation where there was also an incident where, the rapper T.I. also, decided to go left on a comedian that was on stage, because of the jokes that she was apparently making about public information about him. And, and he decided to act how he acted, and then, lo and behold, it doesn't stop. It keeps on going, because, as you noted, Dave Chappelle, guy came on stage, attacked him, and then from what it looked like, the guy got holed the fuck out. Like, hold the fuck out. Like, and I was talking to, my wife about this, and I'm just like, I was talking to her about this, and, she saw the situation too. But, the guy's arm was like this as he was on the gurney, to the ambulance. And it's just like, man, I was standing there and I was like, put your arm like that, like trying to put it out. He had it, man. His stuff got snapped off right behind his shoulder, man. The guy got jacked. He got New Jack City up, man. Like, seriously, talk about what it must have been like to been at that show in the front row watching this guy get his ass whooped. Like, live on stage by private security. Not the type of way, because if it's cops, it's one thing, and people be like, because they're public servants and they're held to a particular standard. And so if cops start beating up on somebody, people are just like, cops should have just, detained them. They shouldn't have had to do all that. Like if a guy attacked somebody and came out of the situation looking like that guy did coming off stage, and if a person came out of a situation in an interaction with police officers looking the same way, then those police officers would be going to court, because that's how bad it was, right? They would have smeared those police officers, right, and put all their information out there and been like, these are the two guys that took that man and turned his elbow sideways and this whole situation up publicly. But no, instead it was private security, and it was Dave Chappelle's private security, and the guy came and attacked him, and within moments, people, okay, private security, almost sent him to the next level, okay. And so, I thought it was fascinating, crazy, but fascinating. I'm not going to show a video of that. People can go anywhere and check that video out. It's it's gone viral. It's Dave Chappelle. First they tried to cancel him, and then after the guy, did that, legendarily, Dave Chappelle still completes the show, right? And cracked a joke about the situation, you know, I'm pretty sure in private, you know, he was like, you know, he looked at his security and he was like, hey, yo, he was like, how he even get on stage, right? But, you know, publicly for the show, he put it on good. But I bet in the private, how did that man even get on stage to touch me? That's what Dave Chappelle was like. You know, because I would have said that to my security. Hey, y'all ain't see him coming on stage? Y'all ain't see this man? This crazy motherfucker? But yeah, so what? But yeah, there was something else crazy that I saw too, and I want to go over that before I get into League of Legends. I'm actually going to open up League here. Before I open up League, I'm going to show this other crazy stuff that I saw. And it's all around that what is identified as the overturning of Roe versus Wade, right? So there's an overturning of Roe versus Wade going on by the Supreme Court. Why are they overturning it now of all time? I have no idea. I wouldn't be able to answer that. But there's an overturning of Roe versus Wade going on, and for whatever reason, it's been charged up, and the idea has put out there, and, you know, it's kind of been, you know, like I said, charged up and been, you know, winding up, that the left is basically going to come out and, you know, they're going to, you know, riot and, you know, have protests and act all crazy against the overturning of it. And in my opinion, you know, in my mind, you know, it's like this is insanity, because really, truly, hey, it's like this. Here's what I believe, right? And it's not even what I believe, because here's what I think. I think that if you truly in your hearts of hearts believe that it's okay to, you know, empower women and, you know, as they'll try to push it off as, and kill babies in the womb, then just kill yourself. Simple as that. Just kill yourself, because, you know, that baby that was killed in the womb could have been you. And if you agree that should, you know, something that should happen, then offer yourself up just to show your resolve. You know, because like that's just what I think about it. You know, why would humans do something that would literally have their numbers like depleted if they continue doing that, and especially if the idea was to spread like a California wildfire, right, throughout the human civilization, and everybody agreed with the baby killing machine, which is the system offering abortion, then it'd be a situation where humans would literally have destroyed themselves looking into the future, just if we were all about that agenda. You know, so I mean, why would you be against that? It's like, hold up, my biological, you know, structure, you know, as a man, you know, gives me a nutsack, and I'm able to, you know, shoot babies out of it into a woman's, you know, vaginal structure, which, you know, allows her to, you know, basically incubate and you know, create a baby. And it's like, that's functionality of that, like, that's like function right there. You know what I'm saying? Like this headset was built to, you know, serve as a purpose, a function, like, you know, it gives me sound, you know, microphone, you know, a tool like a screwdriver, right? It has a function. You know, is built to do certain things, and, you know, everything. So humans also, and why would you go against your function by wanting to destroy what you're built to do? I don't know. I don't agree with it. Kill yourself if you really think that baby should be getting killed in the womb, because, you know, that would just show your resolve, and I respect that. You know, to put yourself up as the baby that should have been aborted and take your own life. Yeah. So. Yeah, and then, you know, the whole talk about late-term abortion and all this stuff is ridiculous. But, you know, like people talking about post-birth abortions and stuff, basically murder, killing babies. But yeah, this was on the, I think it's like the Young Turks or whatever. Give me one moment. We're going to look at this. We're going to check this out. Hold on. Like on the Young Turks. And so we're gonna watch this video, and then after we watch this, we're gonna get into some gaming. Enough of the you know, serious stuff. Oh, also one thing and I'll keep reminding people of this every time before I get into things, because like I said, I believe it is, paramount that people have a comprehension of this, especially moving into the future if you want to secure, yourself, and actually live as a free man or woman on this, within these United States. Living in the private, okay, is very serious. And this is not only good for people, living within the United States. It's also good for people living in other countries, Australia, New Zealand, anywhere in Europe. Because what I've come to find out and discover is that this is a global system, and living in the private basically will give you some, basic, fundamental, elemental, comprehensions on what you need on your tool belt as you move into being able to be in complete control of your facilities, with your situation, living and all this. So living in the private, go check it out. It's a 64-page PDF. You can go find it in Google, living in the private. And so I think this is like one of the most important, steps that one can take in learning what they need to learn in order to, be free and be at liberty. And so if you believe in that, or you can remain underneath the boot of the system, however you like to do it, more power to you, whatever path you choose. If you walk like I walk, then I guess it's inevitable that you would eventually take that path. But let's see, we're gonna watch this, and I think the most insane thing here, what's really insane, in this little clip we're gonna watch, is this woman who just downright goes completely crazy, right? But besides her going completely crazy, she's doing this, in favor of Roe versus Wade. And the craziest thing about Roe versus Wade as it came out is that the baby was never even aborted. They didn't even have the chutzpah to actually abort the baby in the Roe versus Wade situation because they couldn't do it, right? They they created a lie, sold that to the people, and people literally soaked that up like sponge in water, right? Insane. So people, absorb the lie, live off of the lie, and when the truth of the lie comes out, they don't want to accept the truth. And that's the most maddening thing. People would rather be stuck in a delusional lie than to, live in the truth. Which is why people can be the slave if they want to be the slave. If you want to live at liberty and be free, living in the private is where to start. Okay, but yeah, and on the other side of it is even more crazier that on this guy right here, his name, I don't know his name, but he basically does not even say anything to try to correct her or anything like that. He just sits there. You could tell he's uncomfortable with the situation, and he just sits there uncomfortably and basically tries to back her up on how she feels, right? 100% beta move. This dude's pathetic. It's ridiculous. He knows he's nonsensical. This guy's fully coolie, right? Nonsense. Like, whatever. Just check this out, guys. Let's watch. Hold on. Wait. Okay. That's at 21, so we're gonna put it up to. Hold on. Make sure the sound's proper for this. All right.
Family leave. We don't even have affordable childcare in this freaking country. Okay, and the people who fight against those kinds of laws are Republicans.
And yet,
What do you want them to do with their kids when they have to go to work? What do you want them to do? What do you want them to do? I want them to answer that freaking question. Answer the question.
She's basically having like a little meltdown. Look at the vein in her neck. That shit is pulsating. Chest red. She's livid. Ask them what? Look, she picked up her phone right there and was about to slam it down. But then she probably realized that she still is making payments on it and she can't do that. and she already slammed 2 other phones, and her Apple Care plan won't cover a third damaged phone. That's what she's dealing with.
Isn't it amazing that not one Democrat has shown 1% of the passion that Anna has today?
Oh, look at him. Look at him. Isn't it amazing that not one Democrat has shown half the passion that Anna has? It's insane. One moment. Well, a quick check. Yeah, it's crazy. Let's continue.
They don't care. They don't care.
They're all so old, they don't even have to worry about it affecting them. And if they're young enough where it would affect them, they'll get their abortion.
They're gonna
Okay?
fly to
They're
Paris.
trading individual stocks, enriching themselves. They're good. They're good. They don't care about you.
Well, here's what I'll say. What she just said in that last piece is true because they don't care about you. That's a fact. But she's pretty wild with it.
Make them understand that you feel it in your bones. They don't care about you at all. Crazy. All of that canvassing.
Look at him. Look at him. Go back. Look at him. He's sitting there. Look at him. Watch him.
Crazy. All of that canvassing. All of that hard work.
He didn't even know how to sit, man. He's sitting over there. And he's sitting over there like, he don't know. He's so uncomfortable sitting here as she goes off the rails. and I bet he's embarrassed.
They're losers.
You're losers. Look at him. Look at him. He's sitting there like a monk in the. He's sitting there like a little pacified man in like the in the shadow of her wrath, right? And he's just like, well, we've all been accosted by this. We all feel some type of way. That's just funny. She's like, they're losers. And it's like, whoa, hey, chill out, chick, chill out. She's mad. Why? Hold on. Why? Watch her call them losers.
On the ground, they can't even get a voting rights bill passed. They're losers.
Losers. Look at her. She's like, say what I've had to say. Look at him. He wants to cry. He wants to cry. That's what he wants to do right now. That's funny. That's too funny. And look at it, 1.9 million views. I don't even know if this is refreshed or not, but definitely. It's crazy. You know, you see where you can go check that out at. All right.